Hi there, this is Amy's Workouts, and we've got a runner's cool down and stretch today. Now, this is only 5 minutes, and it's so important for runners to cool down the muscles that you've just worked whilst running. Frequently we get back and are usually so knackered we just head for the shower or something to eat and we forget about stretching. Not anymore. 5 minutes, that's all. Starting with 3 shoulder rolls. We're going to be moving on to some static stretching, starting with an inner thigh stretch. Take the legs wide. We're going to focus on one side and just holding it for that little bit longer. So we're starting with the inner thighs, as when we run, they work really hard to stabilize the hips. They keep your legs and feet pointing forward. Keep the chest nice and high, relax through the shoulders, and hips are back. Good. Come up to the other side. That's it, focusing on lengthening through that inner thigh muscle, making sure the weight's in the heels, hips are straight back, relaxing through the shoulders, breathe. And we're going to move down, taking the hands to the ground and into downward facing dog or an upside down V. So make sure the fingers are spread and we're stretching out the calf muscles, part of our posterior chain. So tight and sore calves are really common problems for runners, but with regular stretching, both before and after a run, that will help the muscles stay really supple and prevent any contraction of those tissues in between the runs. Good. So hips are nice and high, pushing down into the heels. Excellent. Now taking it into a low runner's lunge, step forward with one leg and drop the back knee to the ground. This is to stretch out our hip flexors. There you go, so you can see. So your hip flexor is part of the group of muscles that maintains your pelvis when you run. It works to bring your thigh up towards your tummy. And actually, most knee pain and IT band injuries are frequently brought on by having overly tight hip flexors and stabilizing muscles. So it is really important to give them a lovely stretch after running. Plus, this one feels really good. So stay nice and relaxed through the shoulders, driving that hip forward as much as you can. Good, now go ahead and switch sides. Careful not to wobble. Lovely, so exactly the same. Good, now this cool down is what's really going to help you run for longer and maintain your body. Cooling down properly really helps your body regenerate so you're ready for your next run faster. And we're going to take it all the way down to the ground next for seated position. So we're working on all the major muscle groups here. And we're going to take one leg back behind us. Just like that. And arms come back as well. And we're going to lean into the elbows. Good. Now you can bend your elbows to any degree that you need to really get into that stretch in the quad. So just from another angle so you can see properly. And make sure the top of your foot is pressing into the ground. So don't be afraid if you need to readjust to get that really good stretch. Good, and switching legs. Just slightly tuck that tailbone and press the foot into the ground, leaning back into the elbows. Open up through the chest and breathe. Good, so we're going to take it all the way down now, lay it down, and we're going to get a little bit deeper into the hamstrings. So one leg hugs to chest, give it a really good squeeze in. And then extend your leg up and breathe. Now at the bottom of every exhale, you're going to very gently just pull your leg in a little bit closer to your body. So we're increasing that stretch very slightly. Now the goal is here to get your leg as straight as possible. Now we can work the ankle as well by pointing and flexing and circling the ankle round. Good, and switch legs when you're ready. Hug the knee into the chest and extend. And be aware that you're not lifting out of your hip. You're staying grounded through your pelvis and your lower back is connected to the ground once again. And remember, every time you breathe, at the bottom of your exhale, you're going to pull that leg in a little bit closer to you, allowing you to get deeper into the stretch. And circle, point and flex. We're getting rid of any tightness or soreness, anything that's lingering, so you're ready to run faster. Really working on that recovery so you can get back to your run tomorrow or the day after. Now finally, we're going to finish with my favourite stretch, seated adductor stretch. Fantastic for improving flexibility through the groin. And again, we're stretching the inner thigh. So legs are wide and we reach down to the toes. Back's nice and straight. Holding. Fantastic. You've finished with the stretches. Well done. You should be feeling awesome.